Trans women charged for breaking Sharia law by wearing women's clothing. In Malaysia and Thailand, Nur Sajat, a 36-year-old cosmetics entrepreneur from Malaysia, is wanted after being charged by the Selangor Islamic Religious Department with violating Sharia law by wearing a baju kurung, a traditional garment worn by women. Currently, Nur Sajat is living in Thailand after escaping Malaysia. Thailand's immigration officers detained her on September 8th for illegal entry and for using an invalid passport. She was released after paying more than $2,000 USD in bail. Malaysia's Sharia's court are eager to extradite her back to the country for prosecution. An unidentified source claimed that Nur Sajat submitted a refugee application to the UN High Commissioner for Refugees, or the UNHCR. On September 20th, the Deputy Asia Director for Human Rights Watch, Phil Robertson, stated via Twitter that Nur Sajat should be sent, quote, to a country that will offer rights and protections, not being persecuted for being LGBT.
Amazing. Again, this is Malaysia. Malaysia, I just want to remind people that Malaysia is used as one of the examples of a moderate Islamic country. And this is what they do. Somebody who is doing, a woman who's doing nothing that harms anybody. This has no harm for anybody. This is a harmless so-called crime in Malaysia. And they're so eager to hunt her down. Look how motivated they are to bring her back and charge her because of her clothes, because of what she's wearing. Like, this is your priority, guys. Again, Malaysia, Indonesia, and Tunisia are often countries that people refer to show you that Islamic countries are not that bad. They're moderate. You know, these are progressive countries with liberal values, blah blah blah. And again, yes, we acknowledge that these countries are not as bad as Saudi Arabia, Iran, Bangladesh, or Pakistan, or Egypt, but this is, again, the best you could hope for from apparently moderate Islamic countries. That they want to hunt down somebody who's in Thailand, bring her back, and charge her because of her clothes. Like, imagine, like, wow, the outrage. Like, who are they protecting? This is amazing. This is unbelievable. Unbelievable. Is she going to be able to get like asylum?
You're getting very choppy right now.
Oh, I thought you were getting choppy for me.
No, you're in the live chat is saying that it's you.
Okay, well, did you understand what I was saying?
Yes. But
was the audio fine? Or... Yeah. But was the audio fine?
Mostly.
Okay.
I understood what you were saying.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is a really big deal. Apparently, some of their motivation is centered around the fact that, what I understand, they're almost treating her like making an example out of her. Like, because she is so successful as an entrepreneur in her cosmetics business, she has a higher profile, and there's a transgender activist group who have said the continuous persecution against Nur Sajat represents the climate of repression against LGBT persons in Malaysia. So they're kind of making a scapegoat out of her in some ways. And in general, it's, one case that highlights how severe the issue is for many LGBT people, probably transgender women in particular. And she was part of the reason why this was so outraged the authorities so much was that she was wearing this traditional women's dress at a religious event. And Adam Richter in our live chat, who I know is from Malaysia, is saying, this is a huge news here. She performed the Hajj as a woman and triggered the whole country. So from what I've been reading in English media, I haven't seen it saying that she went to Hajj as a woman, but if so, like, holy cow. Yeah, that's pretty badass. And I can see why that would spark a lot of outrage. But from what I've seen, I haven't seen it referencing Hajj in particular. And Adam is also saying, oh no, the clothes are just an excuse. She's very controversial for many other reasons. Also saying she then threatened to leave Islam, again, making more headlines. So yes, that is extremely bold. And I wanted to highlight this issue because apparently she is hoping to gain refugee resettlement in Australia. But while she is still in Thailand, there is a high risk that she could be extradited back to Malaysia. And if she were to return to Malaysia, the consequences that she would face are very severe.
Yeah, I hope Thailand doesn't do that. Thailand has recently been not very good when it comes to protecting people from being sent back to harmful places. So I hope they make the right. I mean, even with Saudi Arabia, I think Thailand was like sending, if I remember correctly, the soccer player who was being. Yeah. Anyways, I don't remember that correctly, but I hope Thailand makes the right move here and don't send her back to Malaysia.
Hey guys, if you're a fan of Blasphemy and Sexy Callie, you know, like me, then you need to be sure to subscribe to our newsletter, link in the description below. Because if you subscribe, we will send you a free copy of our Blasphemous Art ebook. And let me tell you, it is the tastiest blasphemy that you can find anywhere available today. And we are so generous with our blasphemy that we continue to send you more blasphemy every week. So make sure to subscribe, link in the description below.